Good morning, children. So yes, today we are going to discuss about lesson 5 Biosphere. Already till now we have discussed about the realms of the earth, that is atmosphere, biosphere, lithosphere, hydrosphere. Generally how many spheres are there? 4 spheres are there in our realms of the earth. So all what we have discussed, now today class we are going to discuss about the biosphere. Till now we have discussed about the atmosphere, lithosphere and biosphere, isn't it? Now in the today's class we are going to discuss about the biosphere. The word the biosphere is derived from Greek word. What children? Biosphere is derived from Greek word. Bio means life, sphere means ball, life. Bio means life, sphere means ball. So here millions of years ago, still human beings are living on this land. So here what are the main sources? Water, sunlight and air, water and sunlight. These are the essential things for survival of the human beings on the earth. Without air, water and sunlight, human beings are not able to survive on the earth. Not only human beings but also plant and animals. Already we are having idea about the carnivorous animals and herbivorous animals. So some animals will be eating the other animals, some animals will be depending upon the animals for their food, and here some animals will be depending on the plants. What children? Some animals will be depending on the plants for their food. Here plants itself, what happen? Generally the plants will be getting the sunlight. The essence of sunlight is necessary for the plants to survive. Without sunlight and water, the plants will be not able to survive. So here the starch, here whatever where the plants food is prepared in the leaves, that is known as the starch. In the whenever the sunrise is falling on the leaves itself preparing the food for the whole plant. Not only that, but air, water and sunshine is essential for growth of the plants. Not only plants but also animals and human beings. So coming to today class, biosphere. So here it is what we have discussed here, millions and millions of years ago, still also the human beings are depending upon the plants, isn't it children? For example, if you take banyan tree, so if you see here, plants will be providing what? Photosynthesis, sunlight, soil, water. So these are all the essential sources. What children? These are all the essential sources. So what are the primary consist of plants and trees. So here no food production. Now secondary is animals. So animals are what? Cattle, goats, cow, deer are coming under the animals category. This is treated as a secondary. Primary is treated as the whatever food we are getting from the plants, that is considered as a primary. What are the category are coming under the secondary? Animals, cattle. Secondary is animals. So what are the animals are coming? Cattle, goat, cow, deer, etc. Here children, now one more thing. Food chain distributed. So what are the environmental crises? So what are the problems? What are the problems caused by the over pollution? For example, if you take over usage, what is the over usage? For example, whenever the agriculture is depending upon what children? Agriculture is depending upon what? Fertility of soil. Without fertility of soil, we are not able to cultivate the crops. So what happened here? One example, if you take children, here if you goes on using the insecticides and pesticides for in the growth of agriculture, on that particular time, what happened? After using so many days, the fertility of soil will become less. What happened? The fertility of soil will become less. So this is also one of the environmental crises. And next one, what is that? Poisonous substance. For example, if you take so many animals will be living on water. For example, if you take the fish example. So what happened? Sometimes whenever the factories will be releasing the chemical into the water, so that water will be mixing up with the rivers and seas water. So on that particular time, the fishes may be getting the die. So the fishes may not be able to survive in the oceans or lakes. So over usage of the chemicals is also one of the environmental crises. So industrial wastage, I explained what is the industrial wastage. what is that generally whenever the factories and industries are using the chemicals, that water, what they are doing, that water they are releasing into the rivers, and that water is mixing into the rivers and lakes, and that simultaneously and this particular time what happened, that water is getting polluted, and for example fish will be getting the die in that poisonous water. So what is considered, what will be consisting under that mercury? Fish and human diclofenac. Diclofenac means what? More of usage of medicines. The fishes may be die in the water. So this is about what, children? What are the environmental crises? Over usage, poisonous substance, and industrial wastage. These are all the main causes for the environmental crises. Next, coming to the natural vegetation. So your natural vegetation, forest will be growing with the high rainfall and or high temperature, and your grasslands are where the grasslands will be growing only under the moderate rainfall, and shrubs will be growing under the dry regions. So children, please, if you are open your textbook, see here natural vegetation. Just you see, children, picture page number 52, tropical ever grassland. What grassland is, children? Tropical evergreen forest. So this is a thick kind of forest. We are able to find this type of forest where, children? This type of forest we are able to find near the equator region. So here this is the reason they are called evergreen forest. All the time the leaves will be in the green color. What, children? All the times the leaves will be in green color because the climatic conditions and rainfall, these are the reasons the forest will be evergreen all the time, because this forest is what, children? Water, because this region is receiving the heavy rainfall throughout the region. That is the reason this forest is known as what forest, children? This forest is known as tropical evergreen forest. Once again I am repeating, children, because due to the heavy rainfall throughout the year, this forest will be remain what, children? Evergreen, tropical evergreen forest. Next, coming to the next type of forest. What is the next type of forest, children? Tropical deciduous forest. Here if you see the picture, children, second picture, tropical deciduous forest. So where we are, just to see this, look this picture, children. Tropical deciduous forest. It is what, this forest is what, children? Generally this forest is monsoon seasonal monsoon forest. It will be changing according to the season. So what type of the trees we are able to grow in the deciduous forest? We are able to grow trees like sal, teak, neem, sesame, etc. What type of trees we are able to grow in the deciduous forest, children? Because it is a what type of forest? It is a monsoon type of forest. Seasonal change will be occurring. So what type of trees we are able to grow in deciduous forest? We are able to grow sal, teak, neem, sesame, etc. According to the atmosphere conditions, we are able to grow this type of trees in the deciduous forest. Now coming to the temperate grass evergreen forest. Here, children, if you see temperate evergreen forest. So where this forest we are able to see? This forest we are able to see in the eastern margin of the continents. For example, we are able to see in the southeast USA, South China, and in the southeast Brazil. So here, what type of trees we are able to find in the temperate evergreen forest? We are able to find the trees like oak, pine, eucalyptus, etc. What type of trees we are able to find in the temperate evergreen forest, children? We are able to find the oak, pine, eucalyptus, etc. So till now what we have discussed, children? First point is tropical evergreen forest, and next one is tropical deciduous forest. The third one is a temperate evergreen forest. Coming to the fourth forest, what is the, children? Temperate deciduous forest. So in this type of forest, what happened? The trees leaves will be shed. What happened? They shed their leaves in the dry season. No, the plants will be having what? Big leaves it will be having. So during which season, children? During the during the dry season what happen, the leaves will be shedding. So here what type of the animals we are able to see. This is the picture of what, children? Just to look in your textbook. Temperate deciduous forest, we are able to find which trees, children? Here oak, ash, beech, etc. And what are the animals we are able to find in the temperate deciduous forest? We are able to find the deer, foxes, wolves, etc. This is about what, children? Temperate deciduous forest. Coming to the Mediterranean vegetation. So what is the, children? Next one is temperate vegetation. Here if you see this picture, children, clearly Mediterranean vegetation. So here this continent is covered with what, children? Temperate evergreen and the deciduous forest. So here this kind of forest where we are able to find, these are mostly this Mediterranean vegetation forest we are able to found in where, children? Mediterranean Sea, in Europe, Asia, Africa and Asia. We are able to find Mediterranean type of vegetation in these continents. So what type of atmosphere we are having in the Mediterranean vegetation? We are having the hot dry summers and wet winters. What type of climate conditions we are going to experience in the Mediterranean vegetation? Hot dry summers and wet winters. So what type of the fruits we are getting in this Mediterranean vegetation? We are able to get the citrus fruits such as oranges, figs, olives and grapes are commonly cultivated here. So here this vegetation is ordered to take up agriculture. There isn't much wildlife here. So children, in the Mediterranean type of vegetation we are able to find, because the climatic and atmosphere conditions are suitable for agriculture. So here animal life is not possible in the Mediterranean type of vegetation. So what is a Confurious Forest? Here Confurious Forest we are able to find where this forest we are able to find in the higher latitude areas. So what is the temperature in the Confurious Forest? It is 50 degrees to ranging to 70 degrees. And it is also, the Confurious Forest is also known as what forest, children? It is also known as the Taiga Forest. What, children? Confurious Forest is also known as the Taiga Forest. So what type of the things we are getting in the Confurious Forest? We are able to get the wood pulp and newsprint. So children, here just going to the grassland, another topic just we discuss about the paper mill. In the 7th standard we have discussed about what, children? Paper mills, production of paper mill. So from where we are getting the raw materials for producing the paper? We are getting from the forest. From where we are getting, children? Wood we are getting from the forest, and with the help of that wood only, there are the 5 stages are involved for manufacturing the paper in the paper industry. So forest main what? Wood is forest is also one of the source from where we are able to manufacture the paper. So here coming to the grassland. So till now what we have discussed, children, once again we will go through that. First point is what, children? Temperate evergreen, tropical evergreen forest. Second one is the tropical deciduous forest. Third one is temperate evergreen forest. Fourth one is temperate deciduous forest, and fifth one is a Mediterranean type of forest. Okay, next what we have discussed, just now we have discussed about the Confurious Forest. Now what is our next topic? Next topic we are going to discuss about the grasslands. So here in the grasslands we are able to get the less moderate rainfall. What we are getting in the grassland? Very less moderate type of rainfall. So the grass will be growing only up to 3 to 4 meter. How many meters of grass is growing in the grasslands? Only 3 to 4 meters. So what type of the grasslands we are able to find? We are able to find the savanna type of grassland. So which place we are able to find the savanna grassland? We are able to find the savanna grassland in Africa. So what type of animals we are able to see in the grassland? Elephant, zebra, giraffe, and a deer, elephant, leopards. What type of animals we are able to find in the grassland, children? Once again I am repeating: elephant, zebra, giraffe, deer, and leopards. So these are all the different types of animals we are able to find in the grasslands. So here again in this temperate grasslands, it is what it is consists of the interior part of the continent. Which place I have told? Africa. Where the savanna grassland is there? It is in the Africa. It is where it is located? It's located in the interior part of the continent. So the grass will be very short, and the grasslands will be what? The grass will be having the very high, very nutritional value in this grass. So what are the wild animals we are able to see? Like buffaloes and bisons we are able to see in the temperate type of grasslands. So now next another topic is next one. Just I'll show this Confurious Forest in your textbook, children. Just open your textbook, page number 54. This is a picture of Confurious Forest. Next, coming to the grasslands, we have discussed tropical grasslands already we have discussed. Next point is temperate grassland we have discussed. Coming to the thorny bushes. What is a thorny bushes, children? What are the thorny bushes? Just you look into your textbook. This type we are able to find in the dry desert like regions. So where this type of thorny bushes we are able to find? These are able to located on the western margin of the continents. Which side we are able to get this type of thorny bushes? Western side of the western margins of the continent. The vegetation covers scarce here because of scanty rain and scorching heat. Here in this thorny bush areas interior we are not able to cultivate the agriculture. Why? Because with more sunlight and proper rainfall. Because due to the improper rainfall, the rainfall is scanty. So that is the reason we are not able to do the vegetation is scarce here because of the rain and scorching heat. Heat means the continuously the heat will be falling on the land, so it is a very tough condition as to do the practice the agriculture in this land. So your next one is what, children? Tundra region. So Tundra region, coming to the Tundra region, what they are telling children here? Extremely cold. This Tundra region, what? It is extremely cold. So vegetation growth is also limited in the Tundra region. What type of the animals we are able to find in this Tundra vegetation? Mosses, lychees and small shrubs. So polar areas of Europe. So where is this Tundra region? Near to the polar areas. Polar region. What are the states what are the places we are able to find? Europe, Asia, North America. These are all the places will be coming under the Tundra vegetation. The summer will be very short in the Tundra region. So what type of the animals we are able to see here? Here whichever animals will be having the thick and fluid skin. Here children, which are the animals will be having the thick and fluid skin animals will be able to survive in the Tundra region, because in the Tundra region the climatic conditions will be very cold. Normal animals will be not able to survive under the climatic conditions. The animals which are having the thick skin and fluid skin, that type of animals will be able to survive in the Tundra region. Here what are the animals we are able to find in the Tundra region? Seal, walrus, musk oxen, Arctic owl, polar bear and snow foxes. So these are the different types of the animals we are able to see in the Tundra region. Now your next point is what, children? Human society and environment. Here children, already you know that what are the environmental crises. Just now we discussed. Here indirectly human beings are the one which are creating the environmental crisis in our society. For example, if you take children, generally people are using for the increasing the production, people started using the high variety of seeds. Not only that, but people are using the pesticides and insecticides more of the quantity. So that is the reason what happened when after using so many days, the fertility of soil will become less, and here whatever the chemicals that will be absorbed under the water, wherever we are planting, wherever we are insecticiding, that will be going into the soil, and the soil will also get the soil will be also getting the soil will be going to the underground, and it is also disturbing the environment. Okay, so this is also one of the reason human beings are directly or indirectly polluting the nature. So here now just you see this textbook children, page number 56. People started building the cities, and they are using the metals like what? Bronze and iron. Further change the human interaction with the environment. Before long, people began building the tanks and storing of water canals, and they started diverting water to the fields and even the dams across the streams and rivers. So now slowly what the people are doing? People started building the roads, and they started connecting the ways with the help of the roadways, railways or airways. So now for the constructing of the waterways, what the people are doing? They are sailed in the ships and boats across the seas and oceans. Is also one of the way human beings started established themselves only on every continent except the Antarctic, but over the seas and oceans too. So that is mean to say that how the human society is interacting with all those things, and not only that, but how the way the people are destroying the environment. So here now next one is the industries, pollutants and effluents. Effluents means what? What are the things we are getting the destructed with the help of the industries? Already you know that children, already I have explained, whenever the industries are using the chemicals in their industry, the polluted water that is coming and mixing up with the industries and oceans water, and that water is becoming the poisonous. So number of animals whichever will be in the water, that animals will be getting the depletion, decreasing with the help of these chemicals. So what are the acids? The burning fossil fuels releases a large quantity of carbon dioxide and other chemical gases. What are the chemical gases? Like nitrogen, oxygens, sulfur dioxide, volatile organic compounds. These are all having the very high heavy metals, and whenever these are all releasing, what happens? Sulfuric, carbonic and nitric acids, which are called acid rain. Sometimes these are all going into the atmosphere, again we are getting back it as a acidic rain. So did you have listened the name of acid rain? Whenever these are all going and mixing up in the atmosphere, and what happened? Finally it is come downing as a acid rain. So isn't it children? Now we are, in addition to burning of the fossil fuels, modern industries are releasing what? Modern industries are releasing the enormous amounts of the waste materials in the form of what? Solid, liquid and gaseous. So waste contaminating air, water, both surface water like rivers and underground water and wells and soil. So the cumulative impact of such pollution is gradual. So whenever this pollution is occurring, it is poisoning our environment. What happens children? This is poisoning our environment. One important impact is change in the worldwide climate, also known as a global warming. We will read all about this all in this thing. Already you know the global warming. This we have read in the this we are going to read in the 10th class, but in the today's class here just global warming, what indirectly human beings or the human beings are directly or indirectly responsible for the global warming. Already I have given project in the 8th class children. Already you know what is the meaning of the global warming. Deflection of resources. What is a deflection of resources? How the resources have become in the decreases. Just this para you see children. Open your textbook page number 57 last para, depletion of resources. Industrialization, rapid growth of population and urbanization have all led to the unprecedented exploitation of natural resources, because due to the overgrowth of population, what happened, the natural resources are also exploiting, like minerals, forest, soil, water, air, etc. These are all will also what children, these are all as well as the sources of energy, coal, petroleum, etc. Where we are storing this, we are storing in the earth for billions of years. From where we are getting, these are all petroleum products, children. From billions of years ago, we are getting these petroleum products from the inside the earth. So this is a resulted in the rapid deforestation and decline of reserves of minerals, oil and groundwater. Many scientists have argued that the present way of life is not sustainable for life. So if we use such large quantities of the natural resources, nothing will be left over for the future generation. So what we are telling, generally in the 7th class, what we have read, one slogan for water. So we have to preserve water for what, children? We have to preserve water for future generation. Not only water, but we have to preserve our natural resources for future generation. So here, if we use such large quantities of the natural resources, nothing will be left over for our children and grandchildren. So all the human beings on the earth depend on the environment and have to live according to the environment. But for their enjoyment and development, human beings are destroying the nature. What the human beings are doing, children, already generally what we are doing, whenever the people are cutting more and more plants and wood. Why? Because whenever they are cutting the plants, they are getting the wood. So that wood they are taking into the production for the industries and factories. So here we are the people responsible for the deforestation. So day by day deforestation is increasing. That is the reason the global warming is also increasing. People are cutting the more trees and meanwhile they are not total sapling the trees. So this is also one of the reason for the depletion of the natural resources in our on the earth. So children, please go through, these are all points. If you are having any doubt, you can ask when you come to the class. Children, please write the notes. This is a 5th lesson. So afterwards tomorrow I'll take the 6th lesson, that is agriculture in India. So please go through this lesson, children. If you are having any doubt, you can ask afterwards. Okay children, good morning. Thank you.